Hello, everyone. Good day to you. And here in Switzerland, grüßli zusammen. Exactly. I want to excite you in the next 10 minutes about rock ship journey and about that, what we do at Jedox. We simply build great plans. We are a company for FP&A, financial planning and analytics. So we simulate the enterprise as a digital twin. I'm the CEO. I run the ship since late 2018. Spent my entire career in the software, SaaS space, growing companies internationally, and same here. It's always easy to present good news, right? So last week, Gartner finally, after years of hard work, announced us as a leader in the Magic Quadrant, which is a big milestone for the company. We made it into other studies through other analysts or also critical capabilities already years ago, but this really elevated us to a space and to a position that I think our company and our achievements truly deserve. Educationally, what are we doing? We call ourselves the most adaptable planning and performance management solution. So we have a platform of rich capabilities. And on top of this platform, you can think about that like an app store. There are solutions for the various use cases. And the various use cases could be very simple P&L planning, could be cost center allocation, but also could be revenue forecasting, S&OP planning, HR planning. And all that kind of then mirrors the business. So the digital twin of the business that mirrors the unique contours of the industry-specific aspects, allows real-time scenario planning, and of course, with all most modern techniques and technologies, we are able, of course, to simulate and to predict forecasts, to predict revenues, to predict cross margins way better than it was ever possible. So it's a bit of uncovering that what didn't seem to be possible, right? It really opens, and I will come to the maturity model later, opens a next chapter of planning and performance management of enterprises. So to that degree, the big vision of the space is really integrated business planning, so combine all the various departments, and alongside this planning and budgeting and forecasting processes, also the people involved through the various departments, so also allowing a next level of work here. Just to put us at the right place, let's start with our customers, right? They brought us where we are. We are very thankful for that. Uber is also one of our customers. Our largest customers are Microsoft, where we run the worldwide, the global software and service P&L and planning on a zip code level, same as with HPB/Hitachi these days. We are global. We are acting across 6 key geographies in the world: North America, EMEA with a strong heritage here in the German-speaking area, but also Middle East, GCC, Gulf region, APAC, APJ, predominantly around the Singapore cluster and down in Australia. We are not yet 100 million AR. We are really working hard. We put us somewhere between 70 and 90 these days. We are on a 28% year-over-year AR growth rate. This is a bit less than we have seen over the last years. Clearly, numbers are becoming larger, but we also turned profitable. So we have one of these, maybe not high growth or high scale companies, but a growth company that has quite some drain. And now we are profitable since June, independent, and sufficiently funded at this point in time. Around 450 employees, so roughly around 160, 170 from a headcount efficiency. And the number of plans that run through our systems annually are around 1 trillion. I would describe us as a top quartile profile, right? So on my team, I always say we are not yet total Champions League, so we need to train a little bit harder to really get there. So probably put us at somewhere at the 75th percentile with the aim and with the goal to achieve the 90th. To that degree, we grew Jedox, in my eyes, remarkable, relevant, global. We target in the upper mid-market and lower enterprise. We have a strong partner ecosystem of 250 partners, which equal around 5,000 Jedox consultants globally, around 2,500 customers across 150 countries. The mission is really to empower our customers, to empower organizations to deliver adaptable plans that clearly outperform the out of the possible. On the other hand, it is really about a lot decisiveness and decision support. From a company history, we are close to the original center of gravity. So the company was founded kind of 20 years back here in Freiburg as an open source. Then a couple of investors commercialized the company. I joined 2018 with a clear goal of growth, internationalization, and transformation. So all that, what you probably have seen in the space from perpetual, more like single tenant, to something that is pure recurring, pure cloud, pure SaaS, all on Kubernetes, scalable, etc. This is what we saw in 2021, so really like growth way north of 50%, did a transaction with Insight Partners, control deal, then late 20, early 2021, we accelerated our go-to-market, grew the company, as you can see in the numbers. And then, I mean, we all know there was a change in market, so we turned profitable earlier this year, took us 4.5 months, and we are thinking very, very positively about the future. Clearly, organic growth has come down, so thinking more about inorganic growth, more land grabbing, become more relevant to achieve our goal of, let's simply say, taking the company in the next few years to 120, 150 million ARR and approximately 700-800 employees. We serve, as I said, mid-market and smaller enterprises. We feel pretty well in terms of our competitiveness from a product perspective. So our weakness is still we do not see enough deals. We always say the sky is still dark, right? So when does more stars shine on us? When do we see more? Because when we make it to the table, we are pretty competitive. You see a little bit of what our Jedox platform does in terms of integrated business planning. So really orchestrating around the very different departments and domains. And that's what we all call super planning, right? Super planning is our term. Also making a bit of a fun story like, hey, who of you in the room are already super planner who is using Jedox to that degree? So the technology, German-speaking area engineer technology is really helping us to out-innovate competition. So on top of this platform, a lot no-code, drag and drop, canvas, dashboarding is possible. So really next level of user experience. We have a maturity model that starts with simply taking a lot of Excel planning in the web. So picking up the user where the user philosophy sits and not deploying something like a new web or other applications on top of them. And in the same moment also supporting with new techniques. Interestingly, we see quite some customers that are jumping from pure Excel, so simply let's say low maturity planning, to a pretty strong AI-driven planning. So that's something that is really manifesting the actual trends in the market. In terms of maturity, as said, a third of the market is still planning with pure Excel. We can take that digital, can build that out to a more integrated planning process, and then accelerating and lifting that to really true driver-based planning, to new methodologies, right, like rolling forecasts, real-time scenarios, and these things that finally help our customers to decide more precisely, to decide way quicker than the competition, and by that creating value. As I said, I'm 25 years in this space. I, of course, act as the CEO of Jedox here. I have some other non-executive board mandates, work for a couple of equities more on an advisory basis. Munich-based or Munich-New York-based, spent quite some years in Switzerland, in the United States, and now back to Munich. Love my 3 children pretty much. I'm strongly committed to walk the talk, hold my team responsible, and in the same moment achieving results with a lot of fun. So that must be the principle to really make use of the lifetime. To close this out, the future is bright. To my employees, the message is Jedox is a fantastic place to work. Having confidence here. For the investors here, it's a fantastic place to be invested in. Hope this made sense in these 10 minutes.